So, you read a book by a caveman named Gilk. Frickin' Gilk wrote a book, and you think you got it all figured out, don't you? This has got to be the dumbest argument for what we should eat, because our caveman ancestors did it. They were wandering in a fucking field, just worried, all day long, trying to survive. And because they stumbled upon some bones and cracked them open, like, oh, that was the key. That's the key. Hey, squirrel. You got a red tail. You got a red tail. Today we bust some keto myths. I want to talk about some things that aren't true, that are being said, and things I've felt in my body while on a high-fat diet that are worse than my life is now. We discover it today.
I love your colon, girl, it's my world. I won't ever make a sound.
So first of all, I swear to God, if I see any comments down there, oh, bro, our caveman ancestors would have done it this way, so this is the way. Trust me. Gilk and frickin' Hermack holding hands, walking down a field, trying to fight tigers and shit. There's so many arguments like fasting. People say, well, that's what we would have done back in the day. We're hunting for food, we'd get a catch, and then we don't for a couple days. That's how it is. Do it now. Mimic it. Mimic the caveman in your heart. Gilk was just a bad hunter. That's all it is. He didn't fast. You think he wanted to fast? He's sitting there, it's raining. He's got no umbrella, little leaf umbrella that he built. Frickin' twigs and shit. And he's sitting there cold. He's like, I wish I could eat. You think he would choose to fast? He's just doing it. He's looking for food. He's looking for it. So it's like, people feel good while fasting because you're running off adrenaline to catch more food. Just eat the food. What is all this food? Oh, look at it all. Oh, that's so appealing. What is it, a guava? Those don't grow here. The whole intermittent fasting thing, it's a myth. It's a freaking myth. You're just running off adrenaline. You're weakening your adrenals to mimic a caveman that was starving looking for food. You have food. Just go eat it. Why, hello, my Yankee friend. Welcome to Canada. When you're on a carbohydrate-rich diet, it's different. It's completely different. You have to eat more often. You are hungrier. It's completely different. A keto diet is very satiating, in my opinion, because it's so hard to digest. It's just sitting in your gut, and your body's like, yeah, we've had enough of that. No more need for food. We'll be digesting this for the next 14 hours. So it's like, carbohydrates, yeah, you gotta keep topping up. Like, I'm going out here, I have no food right now. I gotta stop off at a fruit market or something, or I'm gonna die. So I look for the ripe bananas, maybe I can get some figs. Then we fig it up. Fig it in your mouth. Free bed bugs to anybody who wants them. Timmy, Steve, and the whole family. So yes, I'm absolutely hungrier on a high-carb diet than I was on the high-fat carnivore diet. For sure, 100%. But there's nothing wrong with that. So what? You gotta eat more often. You bring food with you. It's more of a pain in the ass, for sure. It was so easy being carnivore, I will admit it. That's one of the benefits. You just shop for some meat. You could eat 1 or 2 meals a day. It's just so easy. Pain in the butt, and you go out, you're good to go for like 5 hours. I talked myself back into the carnivore diet. I'm gonna go get some meat. Why, hello there, free kitchenware. It's been a while. Oh, there's a lot of diseases in that, I can tell. What is this? It feels like soft. Oh, that's for butter. That's keto. Don't get that. But the plus side of that, whenever I would go out on the keto diet, I didn't have a ton of energy. I could walk, but if I shopped, I just noticed this. When I first came back here and I was doing some Value Village shopping for clothes, just sorting through the racks, the t-shirts, oh, that sucks. Shoulder, couldn't handle it on the carnivore diet. I was like, oh, what? And I'm moving it with my head. I just noticed it because now on a high carb diet, I went back to Value Village and I was shopping and my arm's not tired at all. I'm going through the whole rack. I'm like, oh, I have all this energy. I have fruit in my blood, fruit blood. Use it as fuel. Whereas the high fat, like, what am I running on? My body wants sugar and I got none. So we're in the backup fuel. It is a backup fuel. It's not our main source. Look at every plant on earth. They're all high carb. Carbs are everywhere. Oh, the glorious fruit. Fruit is in abundance, my friend. Blueberries for everybody. You need a plum? We got them. Mangoes? 2 for $5.50. That's a ripoff. That is too much. The dog is selling his store. He's out of business. $2.50. Organic ripe bananas. Now I can stay out here for hours. There's zero worry. Fat is the backup though. Absolutely. I feel it. You'll never feel as optimal as when you have really good blood sugar control and you're just carved up. You feel it. It's like everything. Exercises, mood. You're fueled in the brain. There was no danger. It's better when there's some danger at least. We'll find some danger. Something I noticed when I was on that carnivore diet, I was starting to get angry. Just anger building up. Anger is the liver emotion. When your liver gets clogged up, it's easy to get angry. I see it. I see it in the carny YouTubers. I saw it in my own brain. Just upset and angry, just frowning. If I look back at like a lot of my carnivore diet videos, I'm frowning. Even if I'm trying to say something positive. The liver has so much to do, and I'm telling you, you give it any fat to digest. I can't even eat 1 avocado a day. That's too much. I start breaking out like crazy. Right now I'm having like a can of sardines on workout days, like 3 days in a row. I think that's too much. It's like 7 grams of fat. Too much for my liver. I got to give it a break, and then I can handle more. Now the weird and confusing thing is, for me, I have theories, but when I'm on a low-fat diet, 0 fat, my skin clears up. And if I start adding fat, I start breaking out. It's like my liver's freaking out. It sends it out to my skin. Not good. But when I switch all the way to full high fat, then the skin calms down again. And I think it's just because we're so overburdened in the liver that it just can't send any. It's like, you're on your own, buddy. But yeah, if you have skin issues, it's usually an overburdened liver. All kinds of things. Anger, skin issues, glossy eyes, unclear eyes. You just see it in vegans. Their eyes are just bright white. It's like, oh my God, they're pure beings of the light. And it's like the carnies. Do they have that? Maybe they do. If your liver's good, maybe you can handle a carny diet. Carny caveman bitch. Another emotional aspect, I call it the carnivore calm. I experienced it the first night I went carnivore. I ate my big meat meal, 1 meal a day. I think it was afternoon. And then later that night, I felt calm for the first time in a long time. And I thought it was a beneficial thing. I think it's just because you're dead inside. People say this all the time on the carnivore diet. They don't react emotionally anymore to things. Like, it takes a lot to rive them up. Riled up. That was the word. But it takes a lot. You're just calm because you don't care. You're apathetic, and it's not a good thing. If you see somebody injured, you're just gonna be like, whatever. You watch an interview between 2 carnivores, they're just so calm, sitting still, no emotions. They're dead. They're dead beings of the night. Zombie beings. Zombie caveman bitches. That is their fate. Oh my God, we can do it. We can do it. Oh my, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. He didn't like that. So yeah, I just stopped caring about most things on the carnivore diet. I wasn't making music. It was just so monotone. Everything. Now I'm just pretty much the same, but whatever. I haven't fully healed from carnivore syndrome. The carnivore calm still embraces my heart. That's fine. You already won. When you're on the keto diet, you're running off adrenaline most of the time, and it could be that your body can't experience a lot of emotions at the same time as running off adrenaline. I'm talking shit. I have no idea what I'm talking about. It could be that, but it's not a long-term solution to health. Running off adrenaline all the time, get the carbs in your body. I'm flustered. They flustered me. I'll get used to vlogging one day. It's only been 6 years. Give me time. I'm looking for this Japanese store. I'm like, why is it on this street? It should be here. Is that it? They don't look very open. Their website had no hours. Looks like they closed down 7 years ago. Let's go get a tatami mat. I want one. It's so Japanese-like. They left their shoes at the door, but they don't let you in. You'd think that would anger me, that I walked all the way down here to see the store and it's not open. They didn't have the hours on the site to warn me. But since my burdened liver is no longer burdened, I don't feel the anger as much. It's a little bit. Another thing is hydration. Shouldn't this be a warning signal that a keto diet, naturally you just lose all your electrolytes constantly? You can't hold on to sodium because your adrenaline's busy doing other shit. Your aldosterone, your weakened adrenals can't produce aldosterone in the absence of insulin. And it's just, I was so thirsty and I could never pinpoint it. At times, I felt pretty hydrated. Not like now though. I've never been this hydrated in my life. Amazing, 0 salt. Lots of sodium from celery juice and seaweeds. Lots of water in the form of fruits and vegetables. And not drinking much actual water. Just a little bit. Maybe 3 cups in the morning, then my lemonade. Maple syrup, lemon, water. Yummy. And then I rarely drink water again throughout the whole day. Maybe a little sip here and there. But it's an absolutely haywire body system. The whole keto shit. Just peeing out electrolytes, you have to supplement them back. It's like you can't do that diet without tons of salt and potassium. And then magnesium comes into play and you're like, what do you even do? What do you even do about it? Whereas when you're eating plant-based, it's just like all the foods you eat have everything, all the potassium and sodium you'd ever need. And the water, it's like, it's perfect. People are saying meat is high in water. What meat are you eating? That ain't high in water. Most meat is dry aged. It has to be aged for weeks. You can't just kill something and eat it. You're not a lion. It's all dry, much drier than fruit. When I get hungry later and I have those bananas, I'm gonna be supplied with the perfect package, nature's package. I get the sugar I need for energy, all the mineral balance, perfect. Some water, not much, but some. I'll be hydrated. Whereas whenever I would eat a meat meal, so many times I'd go out for eggs and steak, or I'd bring like bacon and pork with me. I eat that and then I'm dead. My energy just drains, whereas the fruit lifts. Like, I still have energy from the grapes. We're good to go. I made a new friend. They're vegan. They're vegan. They throw tofu at me. They throw tofu at me. My banana will be pre-digested. My body doesn't even have to work for it. But the meat, that's a task. I always felt like it was a struggle. You know what I mean? And then I'd get thirsty after. Energy drained. You eat food to get energy. Keto takes it away. In my body. My feet don't touch the ground. They don't. I'm not short. I'm tall, babe.
Let's stop.
They're not ripe. In 15 minutes, I will suffer digestive upset. The lower 2/3 of my sigmoid colon will erupt.
The next station is Castle Frank.
Another warning sign is keto breath. Do you really need more of a warning than that? When your breath just starts smelling like nail polish remover? That's not our natural state, nail polish. Unless you have a girlfriend who's very into that and you just breathe on her and remove it for her, then you're convenient. Shouldn't that be a huge warning sign though, when you go on a diet and your breath can melt metal? Like, it's very noticeable. And people say, oh, it's a fruity smell. No, it's nail polish remover. Ketones are toxic. Why do you think your it's trying to throw them out through your breath? It's trying to get rid of them. They're like, holy shit, what's all this ketone? Oh my god. It's very acidic, and your blood can't go below a certain pH. So your body's like throwing them out, your skin, your breath. Glucose is the clean one. They say ketones are the cleaner burning fuel. It's a lie, it's a myth, you're a myth. So I don't know, I've been obsessed with high-fat diets ever since I first got on a fruit-based diet, and I wasn't feeling right, and instead of going to the cause, which metals, viruses, living viruses that we have to kill because they're about to eat, because viruses eat. You gotta starve them out and then kill them because they're living, proven by science. So I've been obsessed. Instead of going to the problem, getting rid of all the metals and facing it, enhancing my blood sugar metabolism. It's Greek town. They work hard over here. You know what I mean? So instead of fixing the problem, I'd go on the high-fat diet, and a lot of my symptoms would get better. And I thought, oh, well, this is the key. High-fat vegan, way to go. Carnivore, go for it. That's why I flip-flopped so many times on diets, going back and forth between high-carb and high-fat. That's been my problem, an obsession. Why do I feel better on high-fat? Even though not all better, my digestion would always go haywire. So I realize now, thanks to my friend with the ghost, that high-fat diets are not the key. They do burden every organ in the system. Every organ and gland gets weakened on them. It's like the worst diet long-term. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute trash nightmare. Get off it if you can, while you can, before you do too much damage. I ravaged my body on it. No longer. We heal, my friend. Fruit-based in the summer, starch-based in the winter. If you gotta, move to the tropics. It's too hot, so don't do that. And it's even more toxic. I'm rambling. I'm gonna leave. Thank you so much for watching the video today. Spinach up if you liked the video. Thumbs down, spinach down. If you're drinking butter right now, just butter and water, you're a cretin. That bulletproof shit, it's actually pretty delicious. Weird. Coffee's bitter and butter's gross. But you blend them together, you got something. Add a little cinnamon in there. Heart disease. But it tastes good. We're done. Thank you so much for buying a badge-only edition of the Vegetable Police Network. Subscribe for more videos and see you later.